My beliefs have been strongly shaped throughout my life as a husband, a father, and a small business owner. And I believe that ensuring all people have access to health care, providing economic stability for families, and prioritizing education betters our society as a whole and sets children on a greater success path in their life. So my legislative priorities for families and children are based in those principles. Now, it's necessary to ensure that we maintain and strengthen children's access to health care in Nebraska, and healthy kids do better in school. We know that germs travel fast in classrooms, so prioritizing the wellness of all kids reduces illness for everyone, and healthy kids need healthy parents. Access to treatment for illnesses as well as preventative care ensures that parents aren't missing work and therefore are able to better provide for their children. So when mom and dad are healthy and can go to work, economic stability is increased for our families. So however, we also need to make sure that they are earning a livable wage. And that's very important to me. Anyone who works 40 hours a week should be earning enough to provide for the basics for their family. More economically stable families give us all a better economy. It's positive for society as a whole. And as a small business owner, I realize the impact that raising wages have on my bottom line, because I have 4 or 5 employees at my veterinary clinic. So I know what impact that has, but I believe in putting more money in the pockets of those people, because then that in itself will boost our economy as a whole, and it will help my business as a whole. So in order to ensure that we have skilled workforce, we need to make sure we're focusing on education and giving kids a head start with early childhood education. That's the best place to begin. So we need to make sure that kids are getting a decent education that's preparing them for the future, whether they're going to go to college, they're going to go to a technical school, or directly into the workforce. So at the state level, we need to make sure that schools are getting the proper funding and guidance to give our kids a good education, which also maintains that local control that helps teachers teach kids more effectively. Now, my wife has been a school teacher for over 15 years, so she's been on the front lines with these kids and knows what impacts their learning throughout the day. For example, if they're hungry, they're not going to focus. So it's important that we fund breakfast and lunch programs and backpack programs, you name it. We need to fund those so that these kids get balanced meals every day. And some of them don't. If we wouldn't do this, they wouldn't get a balanced meal every day. So it's those things that have a significant impact in putting kids on the road to success. So as a legislature, I know we'll face many different issues and we'll have conflict with others at times. But these are my priorities that will guide my decisions, and as I represent my constituents. So access to health care, economic stability, and strong education will strengthen and be the foundation of our communities.